Do you instinctively know that there's more to life than what meets the eye? And have you learned to stifle that knowing because the people around you told you that it was bogus, that it was woo-woo, that it just doesn't work that way? Think again, my friend. Would you like to have an extraordinary life? Would you like to do all the things that you see other people doing that seem awesome? Would you like to start a business? Would you like to become a coach? Would you like to get a dog? Would you like to get married? Would you like to have kids? Would you like to travel around the world? What is it that you want? You probably don't know. And there is a secret sauce to getting that right and finding it out. Now I have your attention, don't I? What's that secret sauce, Stephanie? We are so conditioned to look around and see what we see and think that that is all there is. That is reality. But that is not the case. Whatever we have been taught to do is based on facts. It's based on the past. It's based on what other people have done. But what about you? What do you want to do? What is your dream? How much time do you spend connecting to that dream? Have you managed to manifest things in your life? The stuff that you want that suddenly just appeared out of nowhere, out of thin air. Most people don't believe in that because they don't know how to do it. And therefore it becomes their reality. When you doubt something, it will never be true for you. That's how the law of attraction works. So how do you learn to use the law of attraction in your favor instead and get what you want and use the secret sauce to get what you want, to have the experiences that you want? And if you don't know what that is, to come up with what that thing is for you. That is the big thing we call purpose. Everybody's desperate to find their purpose. What am I supposed to do in this life, you ask? How am I supposed to know? What if I never find my purpose? What if I make all this money and build great things and have wonderful experiences, but I never find what my heart desires? Is that going to make you unhappy? Maybe. I don't know. It depends on you. But you can find that out in a very simple way. The theory of it is simple. The practice is slightly more work. And you have to know what you're doing and what you can't keep on doing, which is blocking out that God power, the universal energy that can work in your favor every second of the day if you just tap into it. That is what most people aren't taught. You don't go to school and they tell you, today we're going to talk about manifesting. Close your eyes and think about what you want and then expect it to happen and so it shall be. No. They tell you to work hard, to learn the formulas, to get a good job, to follow the rules, to do your part in society, to be a good citizen. That has nothing to do with manifestation. And to be frank, everything that you see around you is a manifestation. That's what they don't tell you either, because that is scary to hear. What? So I control my environment? Yes, you do, my friend. Most people don't want to hear that. But if you are serious about this work, if you want to become a master manifester, you have to learn how to control things. Now, this is unpopular opinion. Here's a girl, the strange sticky fairy girl, who's teaching you how to control your environment. Most people go, no, 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 you need to let go. You just need to let life take over and let it flow. Bullshit. You need to control your environment. But that doesn't mean that you control the people in your environment or the circumstances that are dancing around you. That is what you need to let go of. What you do control is whatever is happening right in this tiny little corner of the world, which is your space. When you control this space, you will see that your leverage is huge. Suddenly, you're influencing people all around you, and they magically start to move in unison. They dance with you according to your needs and your desires. It looks like it's pure magic, like it's just you being lucky, but it has nothing to do with luck. It is mind control. And when you learn how to harness that power, oh boy, will life get interesting. I have a coaching program called the Reboot, and this is exactly what I teach inside that program. It is magical. It is life-changing. It can get you anything you want. You can heal, you can thrive, you can build companies, you can have great sex, you can travel around the world, you can get really rich, you can do whatever you want. But you have to learn the formula. You have to understand what it is that you're doing right now and what it is that you need to do differently. That is the secret. That's the secret sauce. And most people get it wrong. They have no idea. I can honestly say that the majority of the people in my coaching group had it all wrong when they entered as well. And the beauty is that when they make these tiny little tweaks in what they are doing on a daily basis, they get results within weeks. Weeks! They are changing their belief systems that they have had and held on to since they were 4, 5, or 6 years old. It's crazy. And when you see that in action, when you see somebody who's stuck in a chair and doesn't understand why her body isn't letting her do what she wants to do, and she taps into that one belief system, something that she has heard throughout her life, that suddenly makes it crystal clear why she is where she is at today, then things start to change. You can call that manifestation. You can call that mind control. You can call that creation. Either way, it works like a charm. And it's what I teach and what I believe in and what I fundamentally live for, because that makes my life incredible. And I wish that you could have the same experience. Feel free to leave any comments down below, or if you have any questions. Thank you for watching this video. I wish you a beautiful day. Much love to you.